Vsauce. I'm kind of maybe getting the gist that there's a main theme for this game. Hey, Belt. Okay, so there we go. Because the first... Yeah, I started playing last night, but, yeah, which, you know, I waited till, like, midnight, like, when the game actually dropped, so... But yeah, now that I've actually... Oh, there's autosaves? Huh. That's cool. But yeah, now that I've actually started a file or started a game, now it actually shows me the file selection. Oh, it's all right. Thanks for stopping by, Belt. Well, you know why I started it when I did, right? Like that, it was for me. It was all for me, basically. It was like the first episode or first or second episodes or whatever. I'm just kind of like, or I was like, you know, it would just be me. It was just purely so I could get started on it. Okay. Hey, what's going on, everyone? This is Jackadash here. Welcome back to Metroid Prime 4 Beyond. Still feels weird to say that. Yeah, we encountered our first Marine friend. And also fought the first major boss. Hardy, hardy, har. Very funny. By the way, when I say it like that, I'm like quoting Shaggy from this one like little like vlog, like vlog version of like Scooby-Doo, where they actually like superimpose or put them in like the real world or something, but they're still like their cartoon characters, and like Velma is doing like a vlog, and like she goes over to Shaggy and is like, and there's Norville Rogers, and he goes, it's Shaggy, like nobody calls me Norville. It's like, you know, because that's his real name. And then of course the others start teasing him or whatever. He's like, very funny. Yes. Let me just hop in my DeLorean, or whatever the time travel thing is in this game, if there is even one.
Well, hello there, stranger.
Where are you? Also, hello. Oh, there you are.
One of these doors is still locked. Have you found anything that'll open it?
Actually, yes. But before I do that, you just reminded me, my good man. There is... Thank you. There is something, let's see, there was a statue that, I think I could bust or something. Get like an item or something. So the reason that sometimes when I'm reading something in the game, I like turn my head, I'm actually looking at my OBS feedback because sometimes it's easier to read. Is it a little too bright? We'll go with that. Alrighty. Psychic type Samus. Oh wait, can I not go back this way actually yet? Cause right. Let me just, yeah, I need space jump. Okay, well. Maybe I'll be able to go back, through the other way. But I don't know. You know, I kind of wonder if Mackenzie will react to.
Hey, welcome back.
I wonder if he'll react to my ball. Where is he? Hello? Brainiac! Oh, there he is. Oh boy. No, he's not reacting. Oh. Well, he does follow me.
Good luck finding the next key. Their locations are marked on your map.
Thanks, bud.
Be careful, Samus. You won't have me there to watch your back.
I think I know how to take care of myself, you know? For the most part, I haven't died yet. I've come close, and I probably will die at least once before the game is over. Is this like some kind of tank? What is this? Lamorne's storage locker made of extremely durable Ikustan. I'm not familiar with that country. Steel, making it impervious even to powerful weapons. It will open if a current is passed to the electrodes at both ends. So I need the electrical weapon. Because in this game, they are kind of doing a callback to the first Prime with your weapons. Like you have the power beam, except this is really a psychic. Technically, this has been replaced by the psychic beam. And I really need to make us a spoof Pokemon card with Samus, except you know, it's a psychic type Samus or whatever. And then Anyway, where was I? Oh yeah, so they're kind of doing this callback to the first Prime, where you have an ice weapon, an electrical weapon, and a fire weapon. So, you know, it's fun. It's cool. Anyway. How about you just stick to what you do best? No offense, but you know, he really is funny though. I do like his character. I'm sad that a lot of people hate his character, but ooh, is this a fire door? Lock unit heat. Lamorne-made locking system. The lock can be removed only if exposed to extremely high temperatures. With the lock removed, systems will operate normally. Got it. This tune does sound a bit similar to, like Prime 2's main theme, kinda. Similar notes. Cargo launcher, machine era cargo transport system. Machine era. It's not the first time I've heard that term used. Is it like... It's like they had this machine... They're like sort of like the Prime 1 or the Talon 4 Chozo, like they eventually eschewed technology or something, and you know just wanted to be in harmonization with nature. Okay, transport system uses ballistic technology to launch specially engineered capsules that are typically loaded with materials and goods. Hang on, I got an idea. Okay, that actually makes it easier. I just, because the way I have things set up, you know, with the dim screen and, you know, it being like about 2 feet away from me, it's a little hard to read. So I just upsize the window for OBS, and now it's a lot easier to read. The only downside is it may be a bit blurry at times, but anyway, the cargo launcher. The cargo launcher transport system was developed during the machine era. It launches specially engineered capsules. These are typically loaded with materials, rations, and other goods. Is this like another morph ball cannon thingy? Like, am I gonna launch myself? The capsules use thrusters to automatically adjust their speed and attitude?
It does say attitude.
Is that a typo? And they are equipped with unless attitude is actually a technical term, and they are equipped with a system for ensuring zero impact landings. Oh, fun. Making them safe enough for moving personnel if necessary. Yeah, it just makes me think it's like, you know, Prime 3 in particular, just going in like Skytown all the time, just, you know, bang, it's like, you know, it's a wonder Samus doesn't have some kind of concussion by the end of the game, at the very least. Or maybe she does get a concussion every time, but her suit has some, or, you know, the med bay of her ship, like, or, you know, the healing stuff, it you know, helps her out. Unless, of course, just the suit shielding system, you know, absorbs the impact and whatnot, so. But all the same, like, what is it, you know, can it absorb inertia, you know, or negate inertia. You know, it's like in like Star Trek or other franchises, you know, they have like, you know, like when they go, well, the thing is Star Trek, no, like when they're going faster than light, like they're not going faster than light actually in terms of speed. It's more in terms of velocity, because like their rate of movement is not actually faster than light exactly, but their displacement is, because they are ripping through the fabric of space. So it's like they're kind of like skipping or whatever. But anyway, but for those that are like, okay, we're going much faster than light or whatever, it's like, you know, I've heard it said that if, you know, we actually did just suddenly go like faster than light or something, or at the speed of light, we'd just like be turned into mush or something like that. So then how they counter that in science fiction is something called the inertia damper or dampener or whatever. Anyway, the system enabled fast transport between the valley and Furry Green, but was never deployed elsewhere. Indeed. Oh. Now, I will say in WALL-E, attitude definitely is something that the machines have. Target launcher, activation switch. Is that a morph ball spot? Do I need this spider ball? Oh, well, the game is telling me to go into morph ball mode. It looks like a bomb slot, but I can't. What's that? Oh. What? Yeah. Target platform by compressing psychic energy, standing on them requires psychic boots. Oh. Who'd have thunk it? Psychic platforms are ethereal formations of compressed psychic energy. They are formed when a psychically capable individual condenses a cloud of dormant psychic energy into onto a usable surface. As these formations are not fully physical, they are impossible to stand on without wearing psychic boots. Psychic platforms function as a group. When one is materialized, its group follows suit. I see. Okay, I'm guessing psychic boots will also give me space jump. Under pressure, pushing down on me, pushing down on you. Wait. Oh, hold. Yeah. Oh, what? Oh. Huh. Oh, I see. I was not fully reading the instructions. My bad. Huh. That's pretty cool. That's actually really cool. We need the psychic fanny pack. I don't know. I know that's not really what a fanny pack is, but you know. I see a new meme occurring. Whee! Fun. There are 5 keys, but yeah, in total. Such a peaceful traveling loading screen, honestly. Ah, so that's what this... Oh, we're in Soul Valley now. Well, that's another way I'm not going back. For now. Who says this game doesn't have isolation? Yeah, canonically speaking, yes. And plus, I would argue that if you have characters that you can talk to and interact with in the game, and then you're separated from them into like a vast area like this, it makes you feel all the more alone. Okay. So, wait, hang on. Let me scan this first. Green energy crystal. Crystalline deposits of concentrated green energy. Contains large amounts of teratogens, which can interfere with cellular growth. Green energy crystals consist of silicon dioxide that has crystallized with a large amount of green energy ions. I just love the juxtaposition of like, oh, elements we understand versus things we don't. They are broken relatively easily, either by a strong impact or using firearms, although very little green energy occurs naturally in the geologic record. The green energy showers have made it very common throughout Soul Valley. I don't know. This is just tickling me for some reason. Extracting energy from green energy crystals can only be done using the device on the altar at the Temple of Memory. Right. Green energy extracted here is then sent to the sacred tree, where it is consumed to grow memory fruit. Glad.
What you see in front of you is the entrance to the closest area with the teleporter key. If you want to contact me going forward, use the radio command on the map screen. I'll help in any way I can.
Okay. Wow. And also, just like, when people complaining about just a vast open area in Metroid, I'm just like, well, Metroid has always been about planetary exploration, right? So it's like, why not? Why freaking not? What's this? I don't know if I have. No. Emergency supply storage unit. Tower for storing emergency equipment for Soul Valley. Electrifying the lock on the lower part of the hatch will cause it to release. Electrifying, you say. In case of low health, break. Hello. Viola was an epochal invention. Metallic feet sprint over land with great power. They cross the sea of sand, carrying us in the blink of an eye. Starting with the Void, we created many inventions. An era of development supported by technology. We call this duration the machine era. Right. Development eventually overwhelmed supply of nature. At this rate, resources would be depleted. Classic. With this thought, we determined our farewell with the machine era. To preserve the existence of Viros, our world. Yeah, classic sci-fi trope. Yeah, this looks pretty electrical to me. It's not. Uh, Wah. Where do I go? Kind of speed us along. Whee! Ah! The fact of the matter is, yeah. Yes, please don't. Because it's not quite the extreme of just, you know, environmentalism. But I will say that, I mean, and it's tempting to just want to ignore any kind of environmentalist like sentiment because it's just loaded with a lot of political baggage. The fact of the matter is, though, what was our first job just here on Earth, you know? We were caretakers of a garden. And look what we've done. Now, I'm not saying that we've completely just reversed everything. I'm just saying that, like, the thing is, it's like, neither side is, it's like, you know, those who are, like, environmentalist extremists and then those who are totally against it. It's like, they're both right and they're both wrong. Like, it's kind of the way I see it. Just what I've come to think over the years. And it really is, especially in a sci-fi setting. It just makes sense. It's just logical. You know. Eventually, you know, the world doesn't have infinite resources. It's just a matter of fact. Now, I know that. I do agree with that. Whoa. Whoa. Can you hear her? She's having visions. Hmm? Yep. Cybots. Right, but would, like... Let's see. Hang on. Mechanoid, Cybot, Soldier, basic model of a Lamorne-made Cybot battle android, typically equipped with a laser cannon and hover thrusters. Yeah. Well, this ain't Earth, is it? Anyway. The Cybot model was originally created to serve the Lemorn. Following the Great Tragedy, the surviving technicians No, I don't think technology. No, yeah, I don't. Yeah, I don't agree with that as well. Like, okay, and here's the thing. Like, I do. Like, the thing is, yeah, I agree. We make, you know, the thing also is because we part of the problem, I think, like the problem isn't technology, and the problem isn't even necessarily that we are supplanting um supplanting uh ecosystems or environments with human development. Like, I don't think those are the problem. I think the problem is, I mean, I think like, well, ultimately the problem is, as my granddad would say, the world doesn't have a sin problem, it has a Jesus problem. Um but, all that is to say is, like, because we are just trying to make ourselves happy without God, as C.S. Lewis would put it. We're just like, I think, like, something I've been thinking about just within the last 2 years is how I get annoyed with just like technology, just like constantly like it keeps going to the next thing and making things before it just obsolete, and just everybody is, and unfortunately we've made we've just accelerated our lives, and like everybody's is in such a damn hurry. And I think that's really part of it, is because we're speeding everything up. We're trying to speed everything up, and we're in this sort of free fall. And we're not like, and I think part of that comes from just this idea that we're not trusting. Like, we're trusting in ourselves rather than our creator. Yeah, exactly. Like, and that's the thing. Like technology itself isn't bad. Development itself isn't bad. Now, I will say, the technology that we've developed to destroy each other, I mean, that is definitely the result of the fall and stuff, and like we're really paying the consequence for that, and the earth is suffering the consequences for that. So there is a lot of that, but unfortunately, just if we don't turn to our creator, then there is no stopping it. Without, of course, Christ's return. So, we have hope that, because Christ will return and redeem the earth, or there will be a new heaven and new earth, but, yeah, so. Oh, whoops. But that is all to say, I don't mind, like, the point at which I do mind things like, things in stories that are like, oh, we gotta protect the planet, or, all this other stuff. Like, the point where it does start to bother me, though, is when you start saying that the good of the planet or the good of the people, or excuse me, the good of the planet or the good of nature or animals or animal rights is greater than the good of mankind, the good of people. That is where I draw the line, because that is wrong. That is not right. Just like when it gets to like antinatalism bullshit and like just things like that. And it's funny because it's like this, like but the thing earlier is just like, because there is truth in it, but the conclusion of the matter is where what I have a problem with, I think. More, but like, and it's funny because it's like, I was talking to my brother-in-law. I'm sorry, people. This is just a big tangent, but like, I was talking to one of my brothers-in-law, and he's just talking about, it's like, the thing with like environmentalists, like they don't have the hope that we do. And I was like saying, yeah, it's like they have, and I was saying, yeah, it's kind of like they have the thesis correct, which is that mankind is the problem. Like, we've been wrecking ourselves and stuff like that, but the conclusion of the matter is what they have wrong. And it's like they have the bad news of the gospel before the good news. So it's like, like, or it's like, yeah, they just have the bad news, like, yeah, we're the problem, but it's like, but then they don't have the good news, so all they're left with is like, yeah, we need to just rid the universe of ourselves or something, Anyway, Cybot Soldier. The Cybot model was originally created to serve the Lemorn. Following the Great Tragedy, the surviving technicians modified them into anti-Griever battle mechanoids. They are able to synchronize telepathically with Lemorn, as well as act autonomously based on prior instruction. Cybot soldiers are equipped with a hover thruster on their back, a laser cannon on the right arm, and a shockwave emitter for close combat. These like remind me of like the Guardians, even though there is something called a Guardian in this game. That's not this. As the thrusters were only designed for short-range fights and walking functions are limited, Cybot soldiers are most often moved via shuttle or launched through the air by Chrono Tower. Upon losing their telepathic connection to a synchronized Lemorn, they will immediately seize. True, but there does come a point where, like, okay, part of why, I mean, you do have to remember that God makes it clear in like the prophets, like part of the reason that he exiled the children of Israel was to let the land heal. Now, that wasn't the entire reason. Like, an environmentalist, like, progressive Christian would probably look at that and be like, see, that was it. And it's like, no, there was a lot more to it. Like, because, they weren't keeping the law, or their hearts were far from him, etc., etc. But that was part of the reason. Like, they weren't keeping... like, they weren't letting the land rest, which is part of the reason he had, like, certain, like, Sabbath, like, laws and years in place, and whatnot. So, and then it also doesn't say that the Lemorn met their doom because of, like, the machine era or something. They reverted back. So, they're like, okay, we need to revert back just a little bit, but they didn't just throw everything aside. They're just kind of like, okay, we need to backtrack a bit. Step back, take a few steps back. Anyway. No, that's how you're interpreting it. That wasn't the conclusion. You're just saying it through the lens that you are. I don't mean to be harsh, and just that doesn't even make any sense because Japan is known for loving robots and developing robotics and stuff. So and besides, like, it just makes sense from a story standpoint. Like even
The tower's protected by a force field. If you want to get in there, we'll need to find a way to remove it. I'll do some research while you look for the teleporter keys.
okay. Where was I? I was saying something. It was more just like, I think it's more just like reactionary, like, you know. Well, I mean, it's just, you know, because it's easy for it's very natural and easy for people to, like, when they're presented with a new problem that was caused by what they're currently doing, the natural response is to just go the opposite direction. Which, you know, it could have been, you know, and it's like the Lemorn have been gone for a good while, and, you know, it's kind of like, but, you know, it kind of, is this like an explodey barrel in a Metroid game? What I was gonna say was, you know, it's kind of like, you know, their own little exile, if you will, only they're actually gone, apparently, which, you know, was, but it seems what happened was they died because of the grievers, like, or whatnot. That may have been, I think that was like, oh, what? Oh. Oh, hey, this place looks familiar. Is this where the... Let me guess, I'm getting close to the... Very funny. Oh, hello. Well, you also have to understand that Japan is a country that has experienced severe impacts of you know, technology. You know, Hiroshima and Nagasaki, for instance. So, you know, they kind of have a little bit of a scar and are like, you know what? Maybe we should, you know. It's like a bit of a trauma, you know. Temporary glass barrier that divides a security area. The glass is cracked and can be broken by strong impact. So concussive blast seems to be code for both like missile and morph ball bombs, while strong blast or whatever can just be like a charge beam. Okay, now what? Conduit for maintenance tanks. Entry hatch currently open and has safe mesh installed. The mesh can be removed with a strong impact. Thank you. Didn't I just come from this? Did I? I guess not. Maintenance tank tunnel entrance with its hatch removed. Used both as an air vent and a passage for maintenance tanks to exit outside following task completion. Viola tunnel door. It is currently locked. Indeed. I just started running. Just a cutscene of Samus running. Oh, is this a loading screen? That's funny. Totally was a loading screen. That's a first. Loading screen of Samus running. Just going for a jog. In heavy armor. Ah. Volt Forge. Location of teleporter key confirmed. So, I take it this is also where I get my first new suit, because I think you don't get the Viola until you first get the what people are calling the Viola suit. What is this? A Dinzard? A very resilient creature capable of living in incredibly harsh climates, such as Volforge, can absorb electrical energy, causing parts of its body to glow. Indeed. Dinzards are one-eyed arthropods with thin shells and a pair of forelegs they use for dragging their body. The internal organs of a Dinzard will not function without an electrical charge. Such a charge can be absorbed from their surroundings, however, which makes them well adapted to life-adverse environments such as Voltforge, where even plants struggle to survive due to the constant harsh weather blocking all sunlight. That'll do it. Because Dinzard organs circulate electricity, the cells in their eye, teeth, and tail glow. Honda makes Honda commercials are always so interesting. The last Toyota ones I saw, they're like pretty good too. It's like a lot of Toyota commercials, they're like very like family oriented or whatever. It's like let's go places. So unfortunately, I do have to take a quick bathroom break. So be right back, and I'll try to delicately remove myself so as not to disrupt my setup, but I probably will, so BRB. Wow, can you believe it? I actually did not knock over anything. All right. And also, I will say, you know, that like it isn't anything new really in Metroid. Like the whole thing of you know, you destroy all the Metroids and then the X becomes a problem. I mean, there are very real consequences that have occurred in history, like things like that. Like something that comes to mind is apparently Mao Zedong in the Great Leap Forward. Not only did he, well, I don't know if this was during the Great Leap Forward, but like, you know, not only did he kill lots of people, but he also had, what was it, 1 billion sparrows exterminated. For I don't remember what his logic was behind that, but he just had like countless sparrows exterminated. And well, what happened after that was like China was inundated with locusts, and it caused a severe famine. So it's like, you know, a real F around find out. Just like, hey man, God has placed a bunch of, like, you know, things in balance and order and stuff. It's like you don't, you know, don't do that. Anyway. Oh, was it? Hmm. Well, now one thing apparently that doesn't really have any dire consequences, or that wouldn't really have any dire consequences if we. Oh, I see. Yeah. Now, from what I've heard, like I was reading this article just about, like, you know, mosquitoes and stuff and whatnot, and, like, you know, from what I understand, like, if you got rid of mosquitoes, actually there wouldn't really be any terrible consequence for that. And it's like, this article's like, you may ask then, how come scientists haven't been trying to get rid of mosquitoes if nothing severe would happen if we got rid of them? And I was like, well, as a matter of fact, scientists have been trying to work out something for years, but, you know, have been, you know, haven't been entirely successful, but alright, is this where things get really Tron-y? Mechanism Viola suit printer? Oh, also it's literally right there. Produces the suit required to ride the Lemorne Neuro bike. Oh, so it's a psychic bike too. The Lemorne Neuro bike Mark 7, currently offline. Right, so that does confirm that the suit is required to ride the darn thing. So Viola for short, or the suit. So it is actually confirmed to be called the Viola suit, huh? But yeah, the technical term for it, yeah, the Lemorne Neuro Bike Mark 7. Got it. Alright. Suit printer. That's funny. Vehicle Lemorne Neuro Bike Mark 5. Oh. Two-wheeled, single-seated transport vehicle mass-produced during the machine era, nicknamed the Viola. Okay. So there, we got some history of this thing, huh? The Viola was originally a two-wheeled, single-seater vehicle developed during the machine era as part of a psychic energy era redesign. A function was added for identifying the psychic brainwaves of individual Lemorne when a rider wearing a special nanosuit registered themselves to a Viola. They would be set as its exclusive rider and prevent its use by other Lemorne. Okay. Maybe? I don't know. This registration allowed riders to summon their Viola to them. Right, okay. Because I remember that is a mechanic. Even from remote locations. However, summoning would fail if the route crossed impassable terrain. I see. I'll have to remember that. The Viola's features also include pre-installed unlockable functions. For instance, upgrading the Viola suit to the Viola IC suit enables the vehicle's IC mode, a hover transformation. Oh, yeah. I remember seeing that in some of the footage. For moving over hot surfaces unsuitable for tires. Supporting this feature are heat resistance systems strong enough to allow for hovering over magma and lava. This transformation would be automatically triggered by the vehicle's surface sensors. Yeah, it's one of those things I've noticed over the years, like different words and whatnot that I've like changed like my pronunciation for. I used to just say vehicle, which I do still oftentimes, but nowadays I will say vehicle. Like I'll emphasize the H. Further transformation features were in the planning stages. Mark 5. Map station displays a downloadable map hologram of the vehicle manufacturing tower. Okay. Access code approved, displaying vehicle manufacturing tower 1 hologram. Data download authorized. Oh, good. Cool. Neat. No, I don't get a full on. I don't get a full on item acquired melody. That's sad. Nice. Anyway, I did not. Okay. Vehicle Lemoore Neurobike Mark 7, latest model of the Viola Neurobike, mass-produced during the machine era, but redesigned for the psychic era. Right. We read about this. Vehicle activation and use requires wearing a special nano suit, which identifies its registered rider. This suit is acquired from the Viola suit printer. We have the word printer in Metroid now. The Viola was originally a two-wheeled. Right. Multiple functions. Right. It's the same. It's the same. Oh.
Copy. Finally, I got through. The lightning storm is playing tricks on my comm. Looks like you acquired the map to the facility. Let's take a peek. To reach the next tower, you'll need to open the big door in this room. But without power, you won't be able to unlock it. Good news is, the generator is right down here. To get there, you'll need access to the lower levels. There's an elevator that will take you down.
Okay.
Would you like to hear that again?
No, I think I got it.
Oh, and don't forget to stop by the safe station. Oh boy, this storm's picking up. Might be on your own from here. Good work.
Thank you. So, I have been wondering, because it does, ooh, speaking of the save station, there is a shot of Samus in the Viola suit facing off with Psylux. Which makes me think that, like in Prime 2, there is going to be more than one... there is going to be more than one duel with Psylux or something. Like, kind of like more than one duel with Dark Samus in Prime 2 is what I was saying. And it seemed like it was in the same facility. Rod for harvesting electricity from lightning strikes connected to the elevator battery. Okay. Nothing like harnessing lightning for electricity, you know? Activated using the... We still don't have that tech, do we? Like harvesting lightning for electricity, do we? Not yet. Activate using the elevator recall terminal once online. Touch the hologram to operate. Large battery for powering the elevator. Charges using lightning strikes, allowing the elevator to operate while the main generator is offline. Ah, okay. So that's why it's still running. I wasn't even thinking about that. This looks like something I need to pull off. Yeah. Lock unit lasso. Lamorne made locking system. The lock is designed to be pulled off. Elevator recall terminal. Elevator activate to operate. Touch the hologram at the center of the elevator. Let me see. So you would basically need an environment like this where it's just blasting constantly. Unless I'm misunderstanding something. Ah, interesting. Security shutter terminal releases the emergency security shutter currently offline. Right, because the generator is offline. Door sealed with security shutter can be released from the link terminal. Yeah, that's what you think. Anyway. Plate platform secures viola for transport during manufacturing. Currently offline. High voltage electric discharge emitter passes evaporated particles through plasma, giving them a positive charge. Currently offline. Large vehicle factory container. There's another by parts trees. Okay, easily destroyed. Nice little reaction on Samus's part. Also funky jams in here. And sometimes I do have to look at the OBS feedback because it's just brighter. Like, because it can be a little hard to tell where I'm going. hard to see where I'm going, you know. Backup power socket uses batteries to power systems. If the facility's main power supply becomes unavailable, a power burst of energy will cause it to briefly activate. Indeed. On collection cylinder collects free floating ions created by the deposition process during manufacture, storing them in a gas under high pressure. Okay. Wait. Hang on a second. Aha. Okay. Ah! Got it. So I gotta go about this from all the way over here. All right then. Oh, hang on. Is made using electrified luminescent stone. The stone stores a charge, ensuring the door functions even if power is lost. Nice little, you know. It's like, hey, this is why this is still working. It's something I pull or can bust. Emergency decompression cap for the ion collection cylinder, made to withstand extremely high pressures. It will break if hit with several explosive impacts. Several. That's probably not what it means. Ow. No. Oh. It's these things. Mechanoid maintenance tank. Autonomous drone that maintains machinery and systems throughout the facility. Battery charge at 0%, preventing activation. Yeah. That's why, you got the planet Lightning in F-Zero that like provides power to so many, or provides power to the like different planets in the solar system, because it's constantly storming on the planet. Hence why it's called Lightning. Recall terminal elevator activated to operate. Touch the hologram at the center of the elevator. The irony about Lightning, though, is that its bio in GP Legend... Oh, these are new. I thought you looked different. Like, the bio for it in GP Legend was, like, this, like, the planet is so horribly, you know, polluted, causing constant lightning storms. But if memory serves me, lightning actually purifies the air. So that's kind of... Yeah. I don't know. Maybe it's just so far gone. I don't know. But I don't know. Mechanoid variant. No entry found in the catalog of Lamorne-made creatures. Analysis implies it was produced by a powerful AI. Designation information is engraved on it. Deciphered as Mecha Rat. This isn't Lamorne? Is this from Silux? A mechanoid variant with no entry in the catalog of Lamorne-made creatures. Mecha rats are assumed to have been created by the factory's administration AI. Oh, right. I mean, their bodies are powered by electricity and composed of the same materials as the Viola. Okay, never mind. Yeah, it's not Silex, but being smaller and lighter than maintenance tanks allows them to reach anywhere in the facility, while cameras in their eyes capture video for the administration AI to collect, view, and analyze. I see. Okay. Yeah. Well, it was an interesting theory for a second. Is this a missile door? Lock unit explosive. Lamorne-made locking system. The lock can be removed only with explosives or by powerful blast wave. With the lock removed, systems will operate normally. And it's red. Classic. Look at this. Viola assembly line stage 2 currently offline. Large arm linked to the inspection scanner offline. Mechanism engine core scanner inspects Viola engine cores currently offline. Viola assembly line stage 3 currently offline. Robot arm of the Viola assembly line offline. Ow! Excuse you? Viola assembly line stage 4 currently offline. Viola assembly line stage 5 currently offline. Mechanoid maintenance tank, an autonomous drone that maintains the machinery and systems throughout the facility. Its internal circuitry appears to be defective, rendering it immobile. Imagine I'll be able to power quite the number of things, huh? Once I have the electrical beam thingy. Parts that failed inspection and have been declared defective. I see. Such as faulty engine cores. The area is cleared intermittently. So there's the junk pile. No. Wow, that's a lot of you. Yeah. I can't help but wonder. It's like, am I about to run into Silex during this stream at some point? Yeah. Need to go deeper. Ow. Oh. Oh, ow. That's what. There's a bit of a link or a wire leak, electrical leak. I don't know what you would actually call that, but thank you. No missiles. Wah. Okay, so I can just cancel by just getting out of the visor. Component printer, Lemoine 3D printer for manufacturing parts for industrial goods, currently offline. Who'd have thunk it? Lemoine magnetic track, traversal system that utilizes magnetic adhesion. Maintenance tanks use these to travel during tasks. Magnetic tracks are traversal routes built to be used by maintenance tanks. They were created to enable navigation through difficult areas, such as along curved building walls where platform installation was not possible. When a maintenance tank enters a track's magnetic field, its metal body frame reacts, attaching it to the track. Those with access to the psychic spider ball can use these tracks by magnetizing while in ball form. Everything's psychic now. Component printer terminal used for controlling all 3D printers currently offline. I feel like at this point, anything with like psychic as its descriptor needs like a trademark symbol. Okay. This is our first proper morph ball segment. Like, you know, where I can, you know, jump around. Mechanism. Lightning antenna harvests lightning strikes and conducts them to the facility's electrical systems. Deploys automatically once both of its cable spools have been released. I see. Oh, bomb slot. Spool of anchor cable locked by the nearby bomb slot deploys when both spools are released. Oh, ah! Be careful when jumping, by the way. So I take it I could just hop in here, but could I also do this? I can. Yeah. That's cool. There's like, you know, so you could just do this normally. You can just hop in morph ball mode, or you could just, you know, do that. That's fun. That's real fun, actually. It's wet in here. Well, now just to prove my theory, so to speak, I'll do it normally. Mm-hmm. Cool. That looks an awful lot like the dark suit morph ball. Yeah, I remember seeing footage of this. What's this? It's a curious... You know, I think I know what this is. Because I'm gonna have, like, I don't know, lightning strike that, or something's gonna happen where there are gonna be electrical currents going through this. But they don't go through here. So there are like little safe zones. Yeah. That's probably what those are. If I had to guess. And I am guessing. Music's picking up. Ah, okay. Yep, I do believe I was correct. Uh-oh. Ah! Okay, well, thankfully it doesn't hurt too badly. Whoa. Slight problem. How do I climb up here? Ugh. Okay, I made it. But jeez, that was hard to go up. Yeah, I did think maybe inertia was the solution, but I unfortunately...
The facility's power has been restored. Once you return to the top floor, then go to the next tower.
But unfortunately I didn't really deploy or employ that theory. Oh, gotta worry about this now, huh? Makes sense. Yes, exactly. Notice how the music has kind of... I mean, there's music, but it's no longer that upbeat. That's rather unsettling. Oh. Oh boy. That's a problem. Ceiling power line severed. Restoring power to Tower 1 has caused a high voltage fault, electrifying the floor. Indeed. Oh, I need the lasso for that. Huh? Or the grapple. Secure fixture for attaching a wire used by maintenance tanks to quickly ascend and descend. Yeah. Anchors designed to allow maintenance tanks to connect a wire in order to prevent falls while working in precarious situations, such as on vertical walls. That's technically an incomplete sentence because it's only really describing. It's not really. There's no verb really, or like subject and verb. Not exactly. I mean there is a subject, but not really a. I don't know. It's something. Never mind. Attaching to a grapple node using a psychic grapple allows the user to pull themselves to the node and remain there indefinitely. Point-to-point traversal is impossible if another grapple node is within grappling range of the first. So noted. Component printer terminal online. Access code approved. Touch the hologram to activate all printers and initialize the manufacturing line. With pleasure. Ooh. We're gonna see it put together. At least partially. Oh wait, no. Oh, that is how you do it. You just let the machine pick you up. Okay, that is a funny explanation. It's like, okay, so that's why this hologram is there. Ow. I might actually die. That is very funny. Me when I'm Bob the Tomato at the end of an Easter Carol. Oh, I love it. Elevator recall terminal. Elevator activated. To operate, touch the hologram at the center of the elevator. Okay. So there's something else over here, though. Okay. Ah, okay. So it just takes me back down here. Oh, now those are activated, though. Hey! Maintenance tank, autonomous mobile drone responsible for performing maintenance within the facility. Its welding beam can also be used against intruders. Intruder alert. The maintenance tank is an autonomous drone that automatically... So is that why these things are after you? In the desert. It's because like, hey, you stole our bike or something. The maintenance tank is an autonomous drone that automatically maintains, manages, and repairs all devices and equipment developed by the Lamorne technicians in the machine era. These drones also function as a security force. If unauthorized individuals are detected in the facility, these drones are permitted to engage and eliminate intruders with their welding beam. Larger and smaller types have been developed to help carry out their various responsibilities. Okay, hopefully I don't die. Whew, survived. Well, the low energy sound is less annoying in this game. Although, no less alarming. Well... Well, actually, it was pretty darn like alarming in the original Prime. They're doing this again. Here, take me. Oh, I'm trash. I just got called trash. Man. Oh well. Yep, I'm in the junkyard. Anyway. Man, I've never been called trash in a Metroid game before. Oh, I see. Okay. Lamorne laser welding device fuses metals using a high-powered laser capable of extreme precision at high speeds. Viola assembly line online. Parts are assembled and beam irradiated as they are moved to the next step of construction. Plate platform transports an assembled Viola to the next stage of production. Indeed. Robot arm that assists with attaching parts to engine cores. These parts are fused using beam irradiation. Well, engine core inspection scanner. Green lights indicated as passed, while red indicates failure. Cores are removed immediately after a verdict is received. Large robot arm linked to the inspection scanner. Engine cores that pass inspection are moved to the assembly line. Those that fail are placed with other defective components. Okay, so it is a morph ball thing. It's fun. Ah! And they're different every time. I love it. Uh-oh. Okay. Wait. Did they just go in a circle? Yes, I did. But I now activated the door from the other side, so. Alright. Cool. Getting ourselves back. Whoop. Got company. You guys are tough. I would have thought you would have been a little harder to kill, but no, you're actually quite formidable. Especially if there are a lot of you. Negatively charged electrostatic platforms, a positive charge is emitted to its connected viola in order to fuse its materials using a form of depositioning. Ah. So I very much appreciate the explanations, all the different things, you know. Ow. Youch. My beautiful light cycle. Woo! Woo-hoo-hoo. Alright. Going up. I'm really enjoying this game so far. High voltage electric discharge emitter passes evaporated particles through plasma, giving them a positive charge used in the viola deposition process. What is that? Missile expansion. Increases maximum missile capacity by 5. Also restores 5 missiles. I was trying to scan the gate, but then when I was doing that, I noticed that. Gate built into the cylinder supports cylinder's support frame. Its lock can be released using the nearby linked device. Linked device, you say? You mean in here? Oh, fun. Wait a minute. Oh, no! Oh, nuts. Gosh, darn it. What? Oh! Oh. Right. Ah. Oh, secondary power generators. Entering the device while in morph ball mode and using the boost ball function generates power activating. Okay. Lamorne spinners are primers for linked devices and are powered by the movements of maintenance tanks. Ah, okay. Spinners can be used to generate electricity to boot devices and to open or close gates of valves using rotational movement. In some forms, spinners can require a power supply of their own before they will operate. Also, it looks like I could have just, found the found where it goes down, and then it will, Mechanoid scanner drone. Autonomous AI drone for facility maintenance equipped with an X-ray scanner and linked to a maintenance tank. Scanner drones are autonomous robots created to help maintain the Volt Forge vehicle factory. They are equipped with a small anti-gravity engine, enabling free movement while in the air. Their X-ray camera inspects factory equipment, sending repair requests to maintenance tanks if a malfunction is detected. While programmed mainly for maintenance tasks, they are also equipped with beam weapons to combat threats to itself or to other nearby drones. You're gonna try to attack me, aren't you? But only if I attack you, I guess. Alright, fair enough. I don't bother you, you don't bother me. I got it. Makes sense. But I still need a suit, though. Ah. Well, speaking of which. Reminds me of the thing that turns Flint DeMarco into Sandman in Spider-Man 3. Ayo. Viola suit acquired. You can now ride Viola. To fully operate the vehicle, driver registration is required. You mean I need to get my driver's license? Open the menu with... Samus doesn't have a driver's license. Who would have thunk it? No, okay. Open the menu with minus and check the inventory for maintenance for more information. All right. Oh, yeah. Do I have to really rev it up or something? I guess so. Woohoo! Things are getting Tron-y up in here. Speed limited. Oh man. I'm speedy. At this speed, I would give a bad F-Zero racer a run for his money. To brake? Okay. Okay. Okay, so pressing plus will... Okay. Viola suit upgrade system adds heat resistance features to the Viola suit. Activated by the linked spinner. I don't have the boost ball though yet. Shutter gaining access to the test circuit linked to the nearby map station. Oh, so is this that? So is this that like weird like it just straight up looked kind of like an F-Zero circuit or Mario Kart circuit or whatever. Activation of the Tower 3 map hologram will unlock the shutter. Access to the Tower 3 test circuit and Viola final certification denied. Tower 2 lightning absorption generator system must be active before access can be granted. Tower 1 lightning absorption generator system activation complete. Operation of full power. Ah, I see. But that one isn't. Okay. Uses kinetic energy from Viola to activate link devices, open gates, or provide access to terminals. Viola spinners were invented during the machine era to repurpose the motion energy of the two-wheeled vehicle for operating connected machinery. The hologram displayed at its center is used to guide Viola placement. Once in place, the vehicle is fixed to its position. By using the throttle to spin the wheels, the rotational energy will open gates or operate elevators specific to Viola. Note that the throttle must remain engaged until the machine operates. Interesting. The more Neurobike Mark V Viola assembly complete, transferring to Tower 2 storage to wait test ride. Oh wait, this is where I was the first time. Or this is the first room, wasn't it? So this is the save room then, is it? Cool. I've got the biker suit or whatever. Huh? Oh, okay. Huh? Ah! Ow. Oh, what? I thought that was the thing that required me to spinach, you know? Oh, hang on. Pilot spinner currently in maintenance mode, activated using the linked. Oh, there's a bomb slot? Okay. Well, yeah, but it was saying it auto locked. Okay, so where's the bomb? What is this? Vehicles transportation container used for moving vehicles manufactured in the factory. Its alloys are extremely resistant to impact, making it effectively indestructible. And here? No. Use batteries. Lightning rod allows vehicles to move safely beneath volt forces frequent lightning strikes. Yep. Linked bomb slot, you say? I don't see a bomb slot anywhere. Do you? Communication not available. Ah, nuts. Well, that's all I can really think of doing. Well, I can go back at least, but I don't see a bomb slide anywhere. So I'm very lost. There's a spinner, but I don't have the morph ball, or the whatchamacallit, the boost ball. Wheeled vehicle gate automatically open and close for vehicles online. Tower 1 to Tower 2. What did? Wait, did I not? Oh. Huh. Alright. Has been downloaded. Okay. Well. Have I gotten up here? I don't know if I have. If I even can. Oh, here we are. No, I don't think I have. Oh, another save room. Don't mind if I do. Yeah, so I remember, like, it was saying how, like, in both normal and in casual mode, like, you know, save stations would restore ammo and health. But hard mode, which we haven't unlocked yet, so it's like, okay, if you bother mentioning that, I can only assume that means that hard mode includes, or is like, you know, save stations will only save your game or something. or may only say, or may only heal you as well, you know. Kind of like in Fusion and stuff. Fusion and Super Metroid. Hold up. Why do I get the feeling I'm about to run into Homeboy? Also, I keep running into spinners. Like, am I about to run into? Am I about to get it? Uh-oh. Oh, no. The Guardians, well, they're not Guardians, but they're like the Guardians from Hunters. Honestly, they should be called Guardians. I mean, they even kind of look like they've got like angel wings or something, you know. More of them. Where's the other one? There you are. Okay. I know. Yeah. Magnetic fields are being generated in the hall with each lightning strike. Beware of falling objects as these fields dissipate. Fascinating. Fortunately, I seem to be impervious to that. Could I get some missiles? Thank you. Very similar looking room. Nope. Unless... Is this it's a different boy. I almost got it. So this is kind of like the Steam Lord fight, huh? Let me scan you. I kind of have a feeling, because some of these cutscenes and stuff have reminded me of it. No, not you. I never get a fix on him. Like, I never, like, my progress for saving or for scanning him is oh, here we go. Never mind. Ah, come on. Oh, for crying out loud. Let me scan you. This is the hardest thing to scan I've ever run into. And ever. Yeah. Alright, new plan. Don't scan. Don't try to scan. Oh my gosh. Alright, yeah, for real. Well, my first death. Oh yes, round 2. Aw, man. Oh, awfully decent of you, game, to put me, you know, there, you know. In this lighting, my facial hair really comes out, doesn't it? So what if I just avoid the center? Ah! Get away from me. Right. That's for darn sure. Alright. What? I thought I was in scanning mode. Evidently not. Gotcha! Whew! Cybot teleporter, yeah, you don't say. Equipped with a short-range teleport device and blades on both arms, it attacks using an X-shaped beam and rotational slashes. The Cybot teleporter... It's like some of the descriptions and the logs in this game are like obvious isn't really the right word, but it's just kind of like, you know, it would describe something that you could otherwise observe for yourself, or something. Yeah, it's not really a Captain Obvious sort of thing, but it's just kind of like, oh, you know, I wouldn't really expect you to actually just mention that, you know, like an X-shaped beam or something, but it's like, oh yeah, it sure does. It's a battle model equipped with a teleport range teleportation device for improved battle mobility. Due to problems with production costs, it never entered mass production, and only the prototype remains. I see. Both arms are equipped with plasma blades. During combat, it will cross its arms in the air and launch an X-shaped plasma beam, then teleport near the enemy and spin its upper body to slice with its blades. It can also send combat instructions to maintenance tanks. Okay. Ah! Using my radar, I can detect where he'll appear, which is very useful. Right, yeah. Like, I'm not saying I have a problem with it, it's just like I mean, it's like describing things that I wouldn't really expect, you know, it to before, you know. We can blame it on the fact that, I was wanting to scan that. Severely damaged. Analysis implies the battery was heavily overcharged by current from the connected lightning charge rod. The music at this park reminds me a bit of the music in this part reminds me of the prologue music a bit. Call terminal elevator activated. To operate, touch the hologram at the center of the elevator. So the elevator still works though? Nope. Not exactly. Oh, free falling. Ah! But I can still go up. Alright. Well, now, because of the similarity of those rooms and such, I can't help but wonder. Large robot arm for moving containers, though command input is still supported, its automation programming has been reset, making autonomous operation impossible following power restoration. My, what a long drop. This doesn't look like an arena at all, does it? Ah, here we are. Oh no! What a waste. Okay. Yeah, kinda. This one is shorter though. Also, are these things new? These things swarming around? They remind me of the Psycho bits from Hunters. Wah! I realized my mistake once it was too late. Oh no, not this again. Whew. Alright. What? Oh my. Oh boy. What is this? Helios 2.0? Flight drone MCU. Flight drone Marvel Cinematic Universe? Okay. Manages flight drones produced by the vehicle factories administration AI. Analysis implies that modifications for battle have been made. Its core is defended by 3 energy spheres. If all are destroyed, the MCU will briefly malfunction. However, the spheres quickly self-repair, so they must all be destroyed at the same time for this to occur. So noted. Yeah, this is like Helios. Which is cool that they brought back that concept, because Helios is a boss that I really want to like, but for some reason always feels like something is missing. The flight drone MCU master control unit. Oh. You know what's funny about that is whenever I think when I say the acronym for the master control program in Tron, MCP, I might accidentally say MCU instead. The flight, while we're on the subject of Tron-ish feels, you know, the flight drone MCU, Master Control Unit, is an experimental mechanoid built by the factory's administration AI to control the facility's over 100 flight drones. Presumably, it was modified for combat after Samus Aran's arrival on Viros. 3 energy spheres surround the MCU to defend it by forming a shield. These spheres can also attack using beam shots. The MCU itself is armed with a charged particle cannon. If all energy spheres are destroyed, the MCU will briefly malfunction. However, because the spheres can quickly self-repair, they must all be destroyed at the same time for this to occur. Attacking the MCU will also require thinning its defensive wall of drones. So noted. Uh-oh. No! Uh-oh. Darn it. Darn it. Ah, how did I miss again? Also, there is a time limit. Oh, I can lock on. I didn't know that. I mean, I was already gonna be like rename this episode Metroid times Tron or something. Ow. So now it's just all the more. Now it's just all the more that, you know? Ah, nuts. Also, I need more health. Ah! You're making me do jump rope? That's something I just bought for a niece. Anyway. But I'm not her, so I would appreciate it if you'd lay off. Did I get it? Oh no, I didn't. Or did I? Yes, I did. I got it. Whew. I thought for sure I was gonna die there. Ooh. Oh, I totally missed where I was. Wait a minute. I just realized something. These cases in the arms. That was what you. That's what's seen in that cutscene where Silex appears and he's flying, isn't it? The boxes in the arms. No wonder when I was This has to be the room, right? Because I remember, yeah, like it was like this. I remember going through this room and being like, well, this doesn't look like an arena at all. Which, if that's the case, just putting one fight after another. Yep, there he is. We're having a Silex fight! Ah! Scans detect an electrical shock arm cannon. Further analysis blocked by powerful psychic jammer. Ah! We're fighting Silex! Ah! Ow! Ow! Well, that's new. That's a nice trick you have there. Ow. How do I stop this thing? Is it like Boost Guardian? What do I do? Aha, it is like Boost Guardian. Oh, shoot. So I just have to keep doing this. Yeah. Again, just the... Oh! Oh! Wait, I had another... There was another scan. But maybe that was just the... How are you flying? Did you just have like rockets on your back this whole time or what? Yeah, I mean, I was kind of thinking that too, but I don't know. Oh. Ah. Maybe it's just when he's doing that electrical vortex attack. Oh. He's almost dead, but so am I. Well, dead, quote unquote. Okay, yeah. Skins intake his target is generating a shield by spinning at high velocity. Physical contact is dangerous, but the spin may be disrupted by inflicting concussive damage to the base of the target. Okay, yeah, so that's why there was an extra scan. So, yeah, because of other cutscenes we see of Silex, we know he survives this, which makes this even more feel like Echoes. And also, yeah, I'm so glad we're having more than one. Yeah, okay. It makes it feel more like Echoes because of like the 3 different Dark Samus fights, you know? Also, you kind of stole Noxus's attack there, bud. Just because you both have an X in your name doesn't mean you get to appropriate somebody else's attack. Ah! That's new. Are you mad? Ooh, ah. Ah! Oh, got him! Ooh. The lights went out. Oh, what? So no wonder I couldn't. So no wonder I could. Also, again, reminding me of the Steam Lord fight, because after that you get an energy tank. So is that why I couldn't fully scan him, huh? It was a fake! Interesting, though. Also, I guess that explains why it's flying. Assuming the real Silex can't fly. Well, it's a little disappointing, not gonna lie, but you know what? Still cool. Still very cool. Now, to be fair, though, like, as far as the theme is concerned, like, I mean, all of the hunters shared a certain motif, you know? Or a certain base, like, skeleton line, as it were. Okay. Oh, another one of you, eh? But wrong button. Cybot shield. Cybot with an energy shield equipped to its left arm. Yeah, that is something I was wondering. I'm like, is it possible Silex has taken control of this place or something, or what? Or, but if not, then why? Yeah. If not, yeah, why did it take his form? You know? Yeah. That is a question. Yeah, that's good. Cybot with an energy shield equipped to its left arm that reflects beam attacks. Its shield can be removed with a forceful pull. Well, it's too bad I don't have the grapple, huh? The Cybot shield is a soldier model battle mechanoid with a device on its left arm that generates energy fields able to reflect any beam attack. This can act as a defensive shield or be used as an offensive weapon by raising the device's output and ramming into threats with a strengthened shield. The shield itself can be pulled apart and destroyed with a psychic lasso. I'll tell you what, though, like that Psylocke impersonator almost killed me. So, you know. Oh, are you the thing that was shooting lasers? Like, the game overall isn't too hard, but it is still challenging. On normal difficulty. You know. Like, for a seasoned... okay. Yeah, that's probably why. It's like, hey, there's this lightning fellow on our planet. Let's copy him, shall we? Also, part of this soundtrack kind of sounds like, or some of the instrument kind of sounds like something that would be in like Tron Legacy or something. Ow. Nope. Still, though, you know, I did call it after all. Are you new? Can I even? Got it. Lamorne Beam Turret, an AI-controlled beam cannon that automatically attacks intruders within the facility. It is vulnerable to cold and can be destroyed with electric shocks. So maybe the reason the theme didn't sound too much like the Hunter's Silex theme is because it wasn't actually Silex, but who knows? Maybe they won't actually do it, you know. We'll see. Lamorne beam turrets are autonomous beam cannons designed to repel trespassing threats and vermin, excuse me. When their motion sensors detect a threat, they unfold from their standby configuration to become a gun emplacement, continuously launching pairs of electromagnetic beam shots. They are lightly armored and can easily be destroyed by standard firearms. Freezing attacks will disable a turret, while attacks that shock will allow them to be physically pulled away from their station. Oh, okay. Ow. Whoa. I did not mean to do that. Yeah, fair enough. Processing. Elevator up. Much obliged. Obligey. Okay, so the only reason I started thinking of this was because something I think about when I hear the phrase much obliged is David Warner's role in Hornblowers 5 and 6 as Captain Sawyer. And, you know, who's not a great guy at all, really. And he says that at some point. So another thing I think of when I think of David Warner is his role as Bob Cratchit in the best version of A Christmas Carol, if I do say so. Or in my opinion, the 1984 version. But then also what makes me think of that is because, you know, David Warner, he's just, like, a lot of the roles that he's played, I have to say he has played because, well, he actually passed away some years ago. But, you know, I still haven't acquired a single pickup yet. Is this my first one? But apparently when he was gonna be, like, originally he was going to be cast as, Jacob Marley. My first expansion in the whole game. Alright. But he really wanted to play as Bob Cratchit, so that's why he played Bob Cratchit instead of Jacob Marley. And then that sort of unlocked a memory for me, or thinking about it recently. Well, no, that phrase didn't, but I was reminded of it, which was that there was this cover of the novel, or of the book, A Christmas Carol, that I'll always remember. And it was Scrooge's door knock, or whatever you call it. Yeah, cool. So you can combine the Viola hopping on animation and the morph ball unfolding animation. But what I realized was that, something that I always thought was that the knocker, like that's supposed to have Marley's face on it. I always thought it actually looked an awful lot like David Warner. Like it was like a pretty uncanny resemblance, rather, or really. And now, just thinking about that, I was like, well, he was originally going to be cast as Jacob Marley. So, I wonder if that was deliberate. Display vehicle manufacturing Tower 3 hologram approved. So is this that, like, simulation looking thing that we saw in some of the footage? Some of that extra footage? The test room? No? Ooh. Or not. Wait. What's this down here? Wrong button. Fun. Greetings, driver. Today we will be conducting Viola performance and combat trials. First, the basics. The directions will be provided in each trial. Performance will factor into final vehicle certification. As a reminder, all 3 test courses must be completed before Viola is delivered to the certification supervisor. Darn circumlocution office. Anyway. First, the basics. The light cycle, it continuously moves forward and cannot stop or whatever. Objective: complete a full lap in under 50 seconds. Okay. Ah, okay. Complete! So this is how I get my license. Use the Viola boost ability to destroy 3 targets. Press A to initiate boost, or B. Ah, okay. So that's how. Complete. Use the power slide ability to destroy 9 targets. After boosting, immediately press and hold B to power slide. Okay. Wait, no. Oh, hang on. Also, I remember this music in the in one of the trailers. Ah, that's how it works. Okay. I understand. Okay. Alright. Understood. Alright. Objectives complete. Press A to continue. Yay! Alright, first place! Turn the elevator. Wait! Finally got the Metroid signature in the soundtrack. Except one of the notes is a bit. It's either flat or sharp. I think it's flat. It's flat. Yeah, it's flat. Interesting. Excellent work, driver. Prepare Viola for the next test. Oh, this is the second test? Oh, I thought I did all three already. Okay. Scan the firing target while driving Viola. I see. Viola test hologram simulates a flying mechanoid. Actually, I think the last time I heard the Metroid signature and one of the notes was flat. Or maybe not. I don't know. I think it was like in an unused menu theme? Or maybe it was a cover, I don't remember. Okay. Use the Viola projectile to destroy 2 targets. Ah. Yeah, so those weren't my missiles in the the trailers. Those were use the multi-target functionality to destroy 3 targets. Oh, okay. It's the Triforce! Nice. But yeah, they were coming from the bike, which, given that the arm cannon was stuck in, was in one of those little like it was hidden or what have you. That does make more sense. Yep. Fun, fun, fun. Return to the elevator to proceed to the next test. No, in the trilogy menu it was sharp. Like not it wasn't Samus is officially a biker babe. Lol. Excellent work, driver. Prepare Viola for the final test. Okay. Maybe. Eliminate the first wave of attack targets. Oh my. Oh, and my health is... Oh, these look like the maintenance drones, which makes sense. Yeah, I'm still like double, tripling down, etc. Just I'm pretty much convinced that because of this, Samus will. It's not going to be that long before she's added to Mario Kart and stuff. Second wave. Okay. Nice. Points for style. Okay, so the green bar is actually like the boost. Like that's boost ready and stuff. Metroid Racing coming soon. Proceed to the transport approval. To transport approval, take the elevator to enter certification. Nonetheless, this is the first time. Well, I think they probably just originally made it like just a way to get across, you know, Soul Valley and stuff, but then they were encountering threats and stuff, and so they're like, you know what? We need weapons on this thing. So, at least that's my assumption / theory. Okay. Well, what is this? Power distributor maintenance hatch. Normal device operation system. It appears loose and could be torn free. An electric shock to its conductor plate will cause it to function briefly. Is this something I could pull off? Link to the nearby power distribution. Doors will unlock once. Oh, okay, never mind. Right, but maybe that was added after, you know. If my assumption is correct, then that would have been added afterwards, you know. Scanning tunnel management terminal oversees final certification of ship to Viola, offline and disconnected from the administration AI. Ow. Well, that seems like a good place to stop. Also, aren't light cycles primarily weapons? Okay. Or kinda. You know? Alright. Well. Nice. We got the bike. We got the new suit. Fought a Silux, which was, I mean, that was still cool. So, really fun, really cool. Had some funny moments in the assembly line and all that stuff. So, you know, yeah, this is exciting stuff. Can't wait to play it again, which will be, you know, tomorrow night. So. But, yeah, bring this to a close. So, anyway, thank you all so much for watching. As always, God bless, and I hope to see y'all next time for some more Metroid Prime 4. Ciao.